Welcome to Monday. Hope everyone is doing well today. I have thought about the class today, and this class will be pretty much what I do in my 7 a.m. classes. I have a lot of folks that take my morning class and need to be up and out the door and going for their day to go to their destinations, their jobs, and whatnot. So today's class will be a little bit something like that. It won't be an hour. It's going to be hopefully 45 minutes. So for my folks that are still working, you'll have an opportunity to use this class in your morning routine, I hope. And with that being said, I thought I would share a poem with you by Emily Dickinson that has brought me great comfort over the years. It is called Hope. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chillest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me. If you've been to my class, you've heard me read that poem many times, and I hope it gives you hope and a little comfort today. So we're going to begin on our backs. Make sure you have 2 blocks handy and a strap, please. Just set them off to the side of your mat. Come all the way down onto your back. My trusty sidekick Rose is in the background, here to help at a moment's notice. So come on down, everybody. And just begin to rock and roll back and forth. Bring your knees up over your hips. Make some circles clockwise and counterclockwise. Don't get too caught up in if it's right or it's wrong. Just keep looking, keep working around. I'm trying to adjust this so everybody can see me. I hope you can. I apologize. Make your way back to center and just sit, adjust your legs as if you were sitting in a chair that's reclined on the floor. Press your hands into the tops of your thighs so you create a little resistance. And actually press up as if you were trying to press the skin towards your knees. Curl your toes a little bit, roll the shoulders back. Find some length in the spine, and as you press the skin of the legs up towards the knees, feel that engagement in the belly. Slide the hands up the legs towards the knees, press a little bit more. Hugging into low core. Take an inhale and an exhale. And then release the left foot to the earth. Right ankle comes over. Press again into the tops of the thighs, right at the hip crease. Take an inhale and an exhale. And we'll switch and we'll do the other side. Cross the left ankle over the right. Press. Take an inhale and an exhale. Roll yourself over to your right side. Make your way all the way up. And meet me in table pose. Make sure you've got your blocks handy. We will use them in a moment. Bring your hands and your wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and let's take several rounds of cat and cow. Really noticing breath this morning. Maybe your mind keeps wandering to your to-do list today, and invite it to come back to the breath. Maybe your mind is wandering to what's going on in the world. Very hard to stay out of that. And I would invite you to stay with your breath. Just remind yourself, I'm inhaling, I'm exhaling. Take one more cat and cow, and then land yourself in a cat pose, very rounded in the back. Allow the head to drop down. Give it a little wiggle back and forth. And then bring yourself more to neutral spine. Bring knees wide, toes touch, slide back into a child's pose. Press your hands way far away, spread your fingers like little sunshine rays, and then slide back. Lengthen out through the arms. Feel a tiny little lift in the armpits. Inhale and rise up. Keep the knees apart. Exhale and let your hips drop forward. Inhale to slide back. Exhale, land back in child's pose. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, pause in this wide knee cobra pose. Inhale, slide back. Exhale to land. Inhale, rock forward, pause. Lift the heart a little bit more. Soften the tops of the shoulders. Hug low belly in. Breathe. Exhale and slide the hips back. Staying in this wide knee child's pose, slide your hands back. So you lift up a little bit. Coming into a little bit of a thread the needle, not the full expression of the pose. Inhale the right arm out. Exhale and thread your needle. Your shoulder may not come down, that's okay. Inhale to rise back up, bring the right arm up. Exhale and release. Inhale, lift your left arm out. Exhale, thread your needle. Inhale and rise back up. Release your left hand back down, come back to your table. Come down onto forearms, very, very long in the forearms. Get very stretchy from the crown of the head through the tailbone. So we're more of a forearm table pose. Exhale and round. Inhale and make your way into a little bit of a modified cat pose. Spread the sit bones. Exhale and round. Make your way back to neutral. Walk the knees back, lower your belly down, landing in Sphinx pose. Rock a little from side to side. Settle your hips down. Hug the low belly in. Maybe you lift the hips just a little off the mat. And at the same time, isometrically draw the forearms back. So just creating a little bit of a different kind of resistance, noticing how the body operates and wakes up early in the morning. Drop the left shoulder, peek over your right. Inhale, come back to the middle, and exhale to the other side. We might have a visitor. Dexter is off in the sidelines. It's okay. If you see a big black curly dog, that's my poodle, Dexter. Yes, we have the same hair. Inhale, come back to the middle. Release your forehead down to the earth. Hands come by your side. Squeeze the armpits. Inhale, breathe up into cobra pose. Exhale, release. Curl your toes and breathe your way back into down dog. Pedal out your dog. Keep the belly engaged. Arms are nice and strong. Step your feet in for a shallow down dog. Come up high onto your toes with an inhale, and as you exhale, bend the knees a lot. Inhale and lengthen, and then walk your toes all the way up to meet your hands. Inhale and lengthen to a flat back. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms overhead. Exhale to prayer. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to soft forward fold. Hands come right back down to the mat. Walk back for your down dog. Come forward to plank pose with an inhale. Keep the legs engaged. Inhale to slide back down dog. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale and slide back. Take another inhale. Lift the right leg. Exhale and release. Inhale and lift the left leg. Exhale, release. Keep belly engaged. Come back to a very sweet down dog. And as you exhale, release your knees down to the earth. Reach for your blocks. Bring them to the level that you prefer. And bring your right foot forward. Curl the back toes or keep them flat, your choice. Blocks at the level that work for you. Hug belly in. Exhale and slide the hips back. Inhale and rock forward. Exhale to slide back. Move into your own breath with this. So when you're ready to inhale, come forward. When you're ready to exhale, slide back. Inhale. When you're ready, rock it forward. Exhale, slide back. Inhale to rock forward. Pause. Lift your heart. Fingers come up high onto the blocks. Open up gently, gently, gently. Release the hands off the block. Bring your arms down by your side. Welcoming the new day. Always with hope. Inhale your arms all the way overhead. Exhale, hands to prayer. Take a little prayer twist. Left elbow to the right knee. Release, inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, fingers down to your blocks. Slide back once again into half split pose. Inhale to rise, high lunge. Fingers come onto the blocks. Breathe. Take a bow to the inside, just a little. Roll the shoulders down the back. Keep core engaged. Pivot the back heel down. Use your blocks. We're going to walk over to the opposite side. Walk all the way around. High lunge and release the knee down to the earth. Low lunge. Taking our little Ardha Hanuman journey on this side. Exhale, slide back. Inhale, rock forward and begin. Begin your breath work, moving in and out. Inhaling to come forward into a low lunge. Exhale to slide back. One more time. Inhale, let's meet back in our low lunge. Find your breath. Lift the heart, release your hands, open and arms down. Lifting through the muscles between the shoulder blades. Hug belly in just a little bit. Inhale all the way up with arms. Exhale and release your fingers down to the blocks. Lift into your high lunge. Pivot your back heel down. Walk back around to the middle. If you need to shorten your wide leg forward fold, that's fine. If you are okay and keep it wide, great. Whatever works this morning. Keep the blocks high. Hug in. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise all the way up with arms overhead in this wide leg stance. Exhale, hands to prayer. Wrap the left hand behind you. Turn your right toes towards the top of your mat. Inhale the right arm overhead. Reverse Trikonasana. Find length. And as you exhale, bend the right knee. Bring your right forearm down. Coming into Parsvottanasana. Now settle in, find some length, hug the belly in, release the left arm all the way up and overhead. Keep breathing. Release your left hand down to the earth, pivot the back heel up, find a twist, right arm to the sky. Release your right hand to the inside, pivot the back heel down, walk back to the middle. Adjust your feet so your toes point to the side of your mat, bend the knees a lot, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Release your right hand behind you. Turn your left toes out. Find a little reverse trikonasana. Lift the toes of the left foot, hug belly in. Release the toes down, and as you do so, bend the knee, come down, Parsvottanasana. Inhale the right arm all the way up and over. Find your breath. Release your right hand down to the earth, pivot the back heel up, left arm to the sky. Release your left hand down, slide the left foot back, find a plank pose. Lower all the way down to the earth. Flatten the toes, inhale, lift into Bhujangasana. If you're ready for upward facing dog, take it. If you prefer Sphinx pose, go where it works for your back. Exhale and release. Slide back into puppy dog pose. Inhale, rise back to your table pose. Take several rounds of cat and cow again. Make your way back to neutral spine, look to your right hand, inhale the right arm out. Exhale and thread your needle, come all the way down. Keep the left hand where it will support you, slide the left leg back. Release your left leg, press the left hand down. Inhale and rise back up. Release your right hand, come back to table. Exhale and round into cat. Inhale and make your way into cow pose. Come back to the middle, look to your left hand. Inhale, left arm out. Exhale, thread your needle. Adjust your right hand to support. Slide the right foot back. Breathe. Bring the right knee back in, press down, inhale to rise, back up, release it down. Keep the hands ready for a down dog. Find your way back with an exhale. Inhale, lift the right leg, stack the hips and bend the knee. Exhale and release. Inhale, lift the left leg, stack the hips and bend the knee. Exhale, look to the left hand, bring your left foot up to meet the left hand. Rise all the way up, crescent. Keep squeezing thighs towards one another. Keep breathing, release the fingers behind your back, interlace, open the heart. Bring your hands down by your side, spread fingers. Inhale, rise with the arms all the way overhead. Exhale, thunderbolt pose. Release your fingers down to the earth, bend the knee, lift that right leg, take half split pose. For those of you that want to balance, stack the hips, find a little Ardha Chandrasana. You don't have to, you can keep both hands on the earth and simply stack the hips. Take another breath, come out of your Ardha, come hands back to the earth, square the hips, bend your left knee, bring that right foot back down. Inhale, rise back up to your crescent. Exhale to prayer. Pivot the back heel down, open up, warrior two. Keep your gaze out over the front fingers, hug belly in. Inhale, rise, arms overhead. Exhale, open back up, warrior two. Inhale to rise, arms overhead, lengthen the leg. Exhale, open. Inhale, lengthen the left leg. Mindful of how you come back to that bent knee. Keep the leg engaged so the knee tracks right over the ankle. Settle to warrior. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale to prayer. Turn all your toes to the side of your mat. Breathe. Turn your heels in. Settle down. Goddess pose. Open up. Inhale, rise. Exhale, come back down to your goddess pose. Lift both heels. Inhale, rise, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to prayer. Turn your right toes out towards the top of the mat. Adjust the back leg, open it up. Warrior two. Breathe. Inhale, arms overhead. Find your reverse Trikonasana. Exhale, come back to your warrior two. Inhale, arms overhead. And exhale. Mindful of knee. Inhale up. Exhale, keep the right knee tracking towards the ankle, towards the pinky toe. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Hug it in. Hug the belly in. Cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Pivot the back heel up. Adjust your back foot so you can rise easily into crescent. Inhale up. Breathe. Open the arms back. Lift the heart. Hug belly in. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, down through prayer. Release fingers down to the earth. Left hand stays on the mat, right arm to the sky. Release your right hand to the inside of the right foot. Pivot the back heel down. Coming into a lizard pose to where it works for you. Heel to the right foot out a little bit. You can use blocks. You cannot use blocks. You can keep the foot flat. You can open it up by coming to the knife edge of the foot. Many, many options. Find your breath. We're going to play just a little bit. Heel toe the right foot back to the center of your mat, still in the form of a lizard. So basically a really long, low lunge. So heel toe that right foot a little bit more to the middle. Keep the hands to the right inside of the right foot, but walk your left hand out. And allow the right knee to open. And allow your body to soften down. Keep the right foot engaged. Curl those toes towards the knee so you protect your ankle. Keep hugging in. From here, slide your hips back. You'll feel like you're playing Twister. Walk your right hand under the right leg. Keep breathing. Unwrap. We're going to turn, okay, you know what, I'm trying to face the camera, but I'm not going to worry about that. Slide your right foot back. Bring the left foot forward. We're going to come into our lizard on this side. So heel toe out to the left, hands to the inside. Coming into that more traditional lizard pose, lift the knee, lay it back down, and decide what side, how much your left hip can handle by opening up onto the knife edge of the foot or not. Your choice. Keep breathing. Now we're going to play a little bit. So heel toe the foot in more to the middle of your mat. You're still in that very long, low lunge. Hands come to the inside of the left foot. Walk the right hand out. Allow the left knee to open. Be mindful. Listen to your body. It can feel very nice if you begin to turn the heart towards that extended right arm, just a little bit. And staying with arms as they are, slide the hips back. Breathe, it's a very funny feeling. Wrap that left arm underneath the left leg. If you've been doing a lot of walking, this feels pretty good in those hard to reach places behind the knee, top of the back of the calf muscle. You might feel it in some place you didn't even realize. Unwrap, come forward, slide the left leg back, make some fire hydrant circles working out both legs. If you prefer to do this from down dog, by all means do that. Wherever you are, meet me back in a table pose. Slide the left leg back, turn your right foot behind you. Your right knee is still on the earth. Bring the left foot down, open it up. Supported side plank pose, left arm to the sky. Release the left arm all the way up. Open up to hope and possibility. Release that left arm all the way down, rise all the way up, right arm overhead. Inhale the left arm up also. Exhale and slide back, take a bow. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Keep hands at prayer. Hug in, use your core, bring that left knee back in and extend the right leg out. Ooh. Right? Bring the left hand down. Right arm all the way up. Hug in and release the right arm overhead. Feel your left foot support you as well. Inhale, rise up, take it over. Hug in. Try not to let the left shoulder kiss the left ear. Keep some space. Exhale, come all the way back down, open heart. Come back more to a center place. Rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Using that core, pressing palms together, bring the right knee in. Inhale up. Exhale and a bow into rabbit pose. Interlace your fingers behind you. Release your hands on either side just for a little tiny reminder and support. Rise all the way overhead, arms together. Exhale to prayer. Release your hands down to the earth. Grab a blanket or a pillow. I'm not going to use Rose because she looks very, very happy right now. Have a seat on a little support. Bring the soles of your feet together. We'll use our blocks in a moment. Sit tall. Exhale and bow. Very rounded, rounded, rounded. Inhale to rise back up. Bring your legs long. Shake it out a little bit. And reach for your strap. Wrap your strap around the soles of your feet. Bend the knees, creating just a little resistance. And as you just slightly bend knees, you lift from the sit bones all the way up through the crown of the head. Roll the shoulders back. So we're not arching. We're just very long and engaged. Arms hold steady to the strap, not for dear life. And if your legs are okay, your hamstrings are okay, lengthen without locking. Keep spreading the toes. Maybe engage the quads. Keep hugging belly in. Hold the strap in just the left hand. Open up to the right. Inhale, come back to the middle. Hold the strap with just the right hand. Open up to the left. Legs are still engaged, still lifting up. Release the left hand. Unwrap your strap. Shake that out for just a moment. Bring the left foot in, bring the right leg out. Wrap the strap around the bottom of your right foot. Use the right hand to support you on the outside of the right leg. Holding the strap in just the left hand, feel the lift. So maybe you're right here. Get that lift going and begin to twist the body in the general direction of that extended right leg. You don't have to turn for dear life. Hug in, and as you exhale, turn your heart, bow a little bit. Feel the left hip. We're going to keep that hip pressing down, left leg pressing down. Easy in the jaw, easy in the throat. And then we're going to begin to turn the heart back towards the center of the mat. So you're turning away. Let that left arm slide up over your head. Right arm comes to the inside. To help you turn a little bit, bring the arm overhead. Lift the chin a little bit. Soften the jaw. Gently turn so you come out of it without straining anything in particular. Hold the strap maybe between your fingers, switch legs. Right leg comes in, left leg extended. If you started on the other side, awesome. Wrap the strap around the extended leg. Hold the strap in your right hand or the arm furthest away from that extended leg. I have my left hand to the outside, my extended leg, hug belly in, turning. We're going to take that bow again. Elbows kind of pop out to the sides a little. Keep breathing and allowing the exhale to take you deeper into this funky twist. Keep lifting the elbows a little bit, hugging in and lifting the back of the heart. As you inhale, begin to rise back up. We're going to come into that open twist. So left arm comes to the inside, right arm slides overhead. Lift your heart. Keep breathing. Belt open, slide all the way up. Set your strap off to the side. Bring your legs back together. Shake it out. Bring the soles of your feet together. Again, coming back into Baddha Konasana. Hands to the ankles. Lift tall. Find your breath. Find a little resistance. Exhale and bow. Allow the back to round. Inhale to rise back up. Bring the soles of your feet back to the earth. I'm going to turn, so I'll be laying down momentarily. Adjust yourself so that you can lay down. Come all the way down to the earth. Bring the right ankle over the left. Coming back to where we started at the beginning of class. Curl your toes toward your knees. Find a little arch in the back. Interlace your fingers behind that left leg. Gently draw the knees in from the hips, not rounding. Shoulders should hopefully stay on the mat. Find your breath. Release your left foot to the earth.
Pick your hips up a little bit, scoot them to the right, and drop your knees over to the left. Bring your right arm out to the side. Remind your mind that you are still practicing yoga. You are on your yoga mat. Bring yourself back to the middle. Straighten out your hips. Keep that right leg over the left and press your hands into the tops of your thighs. Taking another inhale and an exhale. Uncross. Cross left ankle over the right. Press your hands just a little bit into the tops of the thighs. Slide your hands behind the right leg, curl your toes, maybe your forearm or your elbow presses into the left leg a little bit. Keep that arch in your back until your hips bend and things begin to soften. Release your right foot to the earth. Pick your hips up a little, scoot them to the left and drop over to the right. Open your left arm out to the side. Snuggle your shoulders a little bit more. Feel your heart soften. Feel the breath easy. Soften your jaw. Come back to the middle with an inhale. Straighten yourself out. Press your hands into the tops of the thighs once again. Feel the letting go, a softening in the upper body. Uncross the leg. Keep your heels close. Breathe in and find your version of a bridge pose. Whatever works for you. Release your hips down to the earth. For my folks that like to end the practice with an inversion, now is your time to do that. If you've had enough and you're ready for Shavasana, settle in. Take a moment to still be kind to you, even though we're practicing from a distance and from home. Take this time for yourself. This is where you can rekindle your hope. You can touch back into you. If you've taken an inversion, make your way out safely. Find your breath. Feel your heart settle onto the mat. Feel your shoulders soften. Feel your hips on the earth. Bring your legs just a little bit apart. You're safe in your home practicing. How much sweeter does it get? When your hands come down by your side, palms to face up. Feel the rise and the fall of your natural breath. Feel the places in the back body that press to the earth ever so subtly as you take your inhale. Can you feel the movement of the breath all the way down into the toes? Feel the inhale come through the crown of the head. And the exhale of the heart.
Feel some equanimity and peace throughout your whole body. Continue to notice your breath. Feel the rise and the fall of your breath. Remind your mind that you are still on your yoga mat. Take this moment for you. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chillest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me. For just a moment, tap into that still, small place deep inside. And now invite your breath to deepen. If you like to wiggle your fingers and your toes, feel free to do that. Perhaps inhale your arms overhead and reach long. And as you're ready, bend your knees, roll to whichever side calls you this morning, and make your way up for easy seat. Draw hands to prayer. Thank you so very much for sharing this practice with me today. It is my honor to take the seat of teacher. May you be well, may you be richly blessed, and may you always know peace that surpasses all understanding. The practice is now complete. Namaste.